Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sergio Hernandez. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about nonverbal communications. These are simple forms of communicating with somebody without actually saying anything. They can actually help you be more effective in presenting to an audience. So let's get started. Nonverbal communication is going to be your facial expressions. With that said, I'd like to start off by saying I'm sorry, because according to my children, I have this angry thing going on that my facial expression is always angry or something along those lines. So with that said, let's talk a little bit about facial expressions. This is very important for a few reasons, but mainly because it's the first thing people are going to see when they meet you. And whether that's going to be in front of an audience to present to someone or simply walking up to someone and shaking their hand, facial expression is going to be how they pass their first judgment on you. Are you in a good mood? Are you in a bad mood? You got a frown on your face? Or are you happy? It's going to determine whether they want to hear what you have to say. You know, this guy, hey, he's a nice guy. Let's see what he has to say. Or, you know, this guy looks angry and doesn't want to be here. So remember that when you're going to go ahead and present to somebody, but mainly use that to your advantage because you can use your facial expressions to break the ice, to go ahead and, you know, get someone laughing, whether you tell a joke, something along them lines, to go ahead and bring the audience in to simply be more receptive to what you have to say. Another form of nonverbal communication is going to be your body language. What else is going on? Is your posture? Are you sitting up? Are you going to be slunched over? You look exhausted. You haven't slept in days. These are all little cues and things that the audience is going to feed off of, again, to pass judgment on you. Or are you going to be standing up and maybe walking around? Are you behind a podium? Are you in front of a classroom, in front of a chalkboard? These are all different ways of delivering that speech. You know, when you stand up and walk around, you can definitely go ahead and involve your audience more and get more involvement out of them, which will make your speech a lot more effective in delivering your message. So another thing to take into consideration, you want to consider, it can be very helpful, is going to be hand gestures. Using your hands can definitely help you get your point across. But this is something you need to be a little careful with by simply understanding who's in your audience, who you're talking to, who is it you're addressing. Because in some cultures and certain people can take something as simple as pointing at them and take that as an insult and definitely get the wrong reaction than what you were expecting. So take that into consideration. But use your hands, you know, sometimes simply giving direction or by telling them, hey, I need a box this big, or I need you guys to go ahead and sit on this side of the room, and then I need you guys over here, will definitely involve more people and make you more receptive to what you have to say. Now, this next one is one that I notice a lot of people have trouble with, and that's eye contact. Now, this is something that's very, very important. It's definitely a way to show confidence and to show someone your interest in simply talking to them. And there's no better way to do that than to simply look them in the eye and talk to them. Now, with that said, though, don't look creepy. Don't, you know, look at them. You're going to scare them. So don't be a creep and look at them and get them all scared. You just, hey, show confidence. You know the material, you know what you're talking about, you have something to say, look them in the eye, deliver your message. It's definitely a very effective way of doing that, because first thing you think about when someone's, you know, looking at the floor, looking away, looking around, is they don't want to be there. They probably maybe unsure on the material they're talking about. They don't have really nothing to tell you, and that can be a little concerning, not just for the person giving a speech, but everyone listening to the speech. So, you know, another thing to take into consideration is, hey, look at who you're talking to. Get them involved. You know, tell them by looking at them, I have something to tell you. Listen to me. These are a few nonverbal communications that helped me out, you know, not only in school, but at work. You know, I'm a nurse. I work at Antelope Valley Hospital. And definitely when I talk to someone, I have to talk, whether I'm doing education or I'm explaining the procedure I'm about to do. I have to definitely show confidence and have the ability to go ahead and talk to people. If I walked up to you with a tube or a needle and I'm, oh my God, I'm about to, you know, you're probably not going to let me do it. So, you know, I definitely have to walk in there, at least act like I know what I'm doing and express and explain to you what I'm about to do to you. And I get the reaction that I usually want. And that's their consent to go ahead and do the procedure. So with that said, I'd like to say thank you for listening to me and give me a few of your minutes to tell you a little bit about this. And I hope you got a little bit out of it, and have a great day.